The Globe, built by carpenter Peter Smith and his workers, was the most magnificent theatre that London had ever seen and was built in 1597 and 1598. This theatre could hold several thousand people. The Globe Theatre didn't just show plays, it was also reputed to be a brothel and gambling house. It was situated on the south bank of the River Thames in Southwark. The Old Globe Theatre was a magnificent amphitheatre. Maps of London clearly show the architecture of the Globe Theatre, and these have enabled an approximate picture of the Old Globe Theatre to be drawn. So how would people know when a play was going to be performed? Could they call for show times? Perhaps they used Google or maybe Flixster. No? Well, the Globe was located near the river. To let everyone know when a play would be performed, they would raise a flag high above the theater to alert all that a play would be performed that day. On June 29, 1613, the Globe Theatre went up in flames during a performance of Henry VIII. A theatrical cannon set off during the performance misfired, igniting the wooden beams and thatching. According to one of the few surviving documents of the event, no one was hurt except a man whose burning breeches were put out with a bottle of ale. In 1970, American actor and director Sam Wanamaker founded the Shakespeare Globe Trust and the International Shakespeare Globe Center, with the objective of building a faithful recreation of Shakespeare's Globe. The outside picture of the new Globe Theatre immediately conveys everyone's perception of the architecture of Tudor and Elizabethan England. The black and white coloring in the distinct outer skin of the building cannot be mistaken for anything else. The new Globe Theatre creates an imposing picture which can be seen on land or from the River Thames. The reconstruction was carefully researched so that the new building would be as faithful a replica of the original as possible. This was aided by the discovery of the remains of the original Globe Theatre as final plans were being made for the site and structure. Performances are engineered to duplicate the original environment of Shakespeare's Globe. There are no spotlights, plays are staged during daylight hours or in the evenings, there are no microphones, speakers, or amplification. All music is performed live on period instruments. The building itself is constructed entirely of English oak. No structural steel was used. It is, in this sense, an authentic 17th century timber-framed building. The seats are simple benches, though cushions can be used for performances. And the Globe has the first and only thatched roof, permitted in London since the Great Fire of 1666. The modern thatch is well protected by fire retardants, and sprinklers on the roof ensure further protection against fire. At the base of the stage there was an area called the pit, where four-penny people, the groundlings, would stand on the rush-strewn earthen floor to watch the performance. In today's Shakespeare's Globe, seating capacity is 857 with an additional 700 groundlings standing in the pit, making up an audience about half the size of a typical audience in Shakespeare's time. Today, groundlings can still attend the plays for a mere £5. That would be like going to a play now for only $7.50.